July. Happy 4th of July to everyone. It is the league's safe. I just opened that up, and we've already had a member pay. He's probably the most active member I've had in the league. So kudos to the one member that has paid, and that is, let's see, that's Ryan Grove. It's on the eve of Manuel Hernandez coming back into the Group Me account after pledging to kick our most recent member out of the league. Obviously, it was all in jest. I mean, does he want to come back? Yes. The debacle we had, I take full ownership of that as the commissioner. And fantasy football is a volatile thing where Manuel Hernandez and like 6 other members of this league are childhood friends of mine I grew up with, and then 2 or 3 members I acquired throughout my military service, and then 2 or 3 members I acquired through chat rooms that are just avid fantasy football people that I appreciate people that enjoy the sport of football, and then that appreciate the competition of fantasy sports, like Adam and Gove. So these, Grove, these guys, I want everybody to participate, and Manuel Hernandez being probably one of my best friends since childhood. I hate to even have to think about dismissing him from the league, but it was his choice. I mean, I almost left the league myself, and so if that were the case, Hernandez would have my spot. So Adam, obviously you're not going anywhere. I mean, that is your team. I wish you would replace the stupid name of Don't Touch Me there and make the team your own. And I wish you would do that. I didn't want to have to come out and say that. I wish anybody that comes in and takes over a team would just do a full rebuild of that team and be like, the previous owner didn't exist. This is now my team, and that owner didn't exist. I wish that person would do that and just say, this is now mine. But I mean, everybody's got their own, ease into things like that, I guess, But, that is what it is. But you're not going anywhere as long as you don't want to go anywhere. So that thing where I wanted to call for a vote, I was in the middle of driving back to Houston. I could not respond to any of that until I got home at 1 o'clock in the morning, which I thought was just hilarious. And that's part of why I want Manuel Hernandez back in this league. He provides a catalyst, sort of like Aaron Hill. He's sort of like the burr in your shoe that if you get rid of it, there is no more conflict, but that conflict is kind of what keeps you alive. It's kind of like, you need that sandpaper, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of weird. So, like I said, when I go to message boards and people see the parameters of this league, and I guess these videos kind of help spur. I like to be as active as possible, and there are some people that aren't as active in this league, and I talked with some other fellow members, like some of my childhood friends, and I want this league to be as active as possible. It's hard to be active in the summer when the season's going and you got Alex Hernandez going undefeated as far as possible. I want people to be as adamant to dethrone that guy as possible. I'm going to do my damnedest to make sure that guy doesn't even enter the playoffs. That's my goal. So He's in my division, as the dice would have it. He's got to play me twice. That's my responsibility to make sure that guy doesn't even grace the playoffs. The onus is on me, fellas. But unfortunately, everybody else in the East, you got to face my wrath too. The disabled veterans, the disabled vigilantes, you're gonna have to. That's just the roll of the dice. So, like I said, it's 4th of July. The wife's gonna wake up here in a minute, probably disturbing my video. So I'm gonna try to make this short and sweet. The league safe is open. I sent emails to everybody. Like I said, Ryan has already paid. That's the kind of like the go get 'em, up and at 'em. That's the kind of momentum that you want to. That's what you want to see. I've already paid. Let's go do this. He's ready. So but I don't expect everybody to pay all at once. We got another owners meeting sometime in August that we're going to arrange. I'll have another video at the beginning of August. We'll get on the group meeting to establish a meeting. Like I said, the meetings are just going to be freelance like we did last time. You'll have a 24-hour period to discuss when we want the draft to occur, any rule changes that we need. We're going to have this draft to be as close to 100% participation, because I'm not sure about these ESPN parameters, with the draft and these keepers being at the average draft position, because ESPN hasn't gotten on board with your keepers being at the ADP of even ESPN. ESPN keeps track of ADP, but unfortunately they only do the keepers at like, all right, 1 and 2 of the first round. It's just so stupid. So until ESPN can get on board with that, say like let's say Chicago Chalupas, if they wanted to keep Aaron Rodgers isn't going in the first 2 rounds. Say he's going in the freaking 4th. I mean, if Chalupas wanted to keep Aaron Rodgers, he'd have to be in the first 2 rounds. It's ridiculous, right? But there's no way if, say, the champ says he has to go to some, what do they eat in Chicago? Some deep dish pizza festival that he bought tickets to sometime around the beginning of September. He's like, oh man, my wife's making me go to this deep dish festival and I can't make the draft, and I can't make the draft and I want to keep Aaron Rodgers for some reason, and and then he can't make the draft, and then he can't keep his keeper Aaron Rodgers in the 4th round like he wants to. Am I going to be able to select Aaron Rodgers for him as the commissioner? I don't know if I'll be able to make these decisions or be able to have this kind of control during the draft as the commissioner. I'm not sure. And I don't know if I want to be able to just go through ESPN and create like a pseudo league, pseudo being fake league, and see if I have this kind of creative control in a fake league during a fake draft to make sure. I want 100% attendance. I would like that. I understand this isn't a perfect world and everybody's got their own lives, but we need to come together at this next owners meeting and try not to have as many hiccups as possible and create a draft date where we can get 2 hours of attendance for at least these keepers to be selected. And hopefully ESPN can help us in the future to get these keepers selected at the ADP. I'll be trying to do some kind of... Anyway, that's neither here nor there. There's some things I wanted to discuss, especially with these keepers. I mean, I've been doing I got a little free time on my hands. So, I look at things like that, which teams have some logical keepers that, maybe y'all haven't really looked into. Like, my team, Disabled Vigilantes, I had some keepers that I looked into. Like, the logical keepers on my team were like Lev Bell and Mike Thomas. But I'm probably going to keep my boy D-Hop, as you can see in the picture. I love me some D-Hop, and I have a problem because I'm a homer. I love me some D-Hop, but I might just turn around and keep Mike Thomas because I like Drew Brees too. I think Mike Thomas is a good pick. Bull City, the two logical keepers on his team is obviously Johnson and Gronkowski. Off that Don't Touch Me There team, AJ Green, Jordy Nelson, and Travis Kelce are three logical keepers off that team. Chicago Chalupas has four logical keepers that he could select: Antonio Brown, Melvin Gordon, Dez Bryant, and Aaron Rodgers. He can only keep two. Two guys are going to fall to the wayside. DDD has two logical keepers: LaShawn McCoy and the Bears running back, Mr. Howard. Got both up bitches with Zeke Elliott, Tom Brady, and he could keep the tight end Greg Olsen. Most likely he's going to keep Elliott and Brady. So, but then you got Storm, you got Reed and Delaney Walker. Could keep Walk. That's a dependable tight end. Pugs unfortunately has one keeper, and it's only Drew Brees. It's the only person that's on the team. Classy Strippers, one keeper, and it's T.Y. Hilton. With the rest of the wayside, you're gonna take your chances with the leftovers. Bad, three potential keepers. You got Mike Evans, Devonta Freeman, and Jay Ajayi. That's some nice selections there. Adai, you got Julio Jones. That was a mistake by me. I should have probably kept Julio Jones instead of the homer there, D-Hop. But you got Julio Jones and Matt Ryan. That's a wonderful combination. You should probably hold on to both of those cats and keep that combination. And flawless victory, my boy T. Bizzle. You got Odell Beckham and DeMarco Murray and Luck. With Luck's shoulder, probably should scrap that guy and keep the for sure bet in the running back and the wideout, Murray Beckham. So that's my little keeper knowledge. Drop that on you for free. Don't even toss your 2 cents my way. I just handing out nuggets to everybody. That's what I do as the commish. I hand out nuggets. So that's all I wanted to give out to you guys. Enjoy the 4th. Training camp's coming up. A few weeks away, fellas. Football's back. It's here. You can smell it in the air, along with the deteriorating ozone and all this other nonsense that's going to kill our planet within the few decades we got left to enjoy this football-loving world. So, all I plead to you, all I ask of you is just pay your dues on time. And if you're not going to participate, just know that Manuel Hernandez is waiting in the wings. He wants to come back to the league. And I wish that we didn't have this fallout and that fantasy football is meant for our friends and our loved ones. And we're all going to have a little tiff here and there. If you fall out, Manuel Hernandez is first in line to come back. We love our fallen brothers and sisters. We want them to come back. And I'm not going to make this a 14-team league. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I don't want any more than 4 teams in the playoffs. I don't believe in 16 playoff rotations. I just don't. I mean, if the league votes for this, everybody gets a trophy, everybody should get money type thing, more teams in the playoffs, then that's fine. I'm not a communist. I'm not a totalitarian. I believe in, everybody should get a vote, and I will adhere to it. I just have my own opinions. I believe the best team should get the most money. I believe we have a proper structure, and that's why a lot of players want to come to this league. But I'm always willing for change. We had a horrible tiff. Words were said. Pride. This is why we call this the Pride League. People have a lot of pride. Some words were said, and then when tempers cool off, the fire forges the iron. You know, we have what we have. Now we have a new member. He seems like a good fit, and I hate to lose a Hernandez brother. And I'm sure a lot of people would feel the same. He is a former champion. I always hate to lose champions because steel sharpens steel. That's you can't deny he's a champion. So he is first to come back if he wants to come back. I'm always, he's first in line. So that being said, enjoy your 4th of July, and I hope everybody pays their dues on time. Everybody, I'll repost the bylaws here right before the next owners meeting to discuss those as well, and any new rule changes that you have in mind. Yeah, that's pretty much it. God bless America. I'm just playing. Y'all have a good one. Peace.